And I just simply used the stuff that Robin had taught me in terms of wave effect and all of that, and just bundled effect on after effect after effect, but made sure that the vocal fitted the effect. And even though we have that really sort of out of time wobble board sounding piece of distortion, it's not someone with a wobble board playing badly, it's the distortion. I wasn't really counting tempos in my head at the time. I should have been, but it was one of those things where that sounds interesting, and where you only got a 5-second snippet at the time, and I wasn't aware of undo. I just went, yeah, that'll do, and just coated the whole thing in this amalgamation of different distortions, which sounds really boring. But then again, between the two of us, we'd come up with something. I mean, he said to me again, you've made shit into gold there. That sounds pretty good, that does. But I rediscovered it years later, and it made me realise, have a little bit of confidence in what you're doing, because sometimes, you don't need all that, you just need the right humour and the right delivery and the right sense of something behind a song, which is where Small Rooms and Of the Moment Tunes comes from, because Wiltshire's Extra Philosophy was some of the stuff I wrote in my band that I was in, and some of the stuff I'd been writing as a solo artist. And, it was really just a case of sort of how that whole first EP was literally what I'd learned, how I'd started. So, for example, kicks off with Wheelchair Sex, which is literally just me riffing in the studio with Mike, and Mike going, say this, try that, yeah, that sounded good, okay, go. And, halfway through you got Circles and Womb, which were written in the band, and I kind of had to make those things into songs, because the structures were fine, but if I'd have, you take the vocal out, and to be fair, it's, you need to know, it changed so much from the studio to the rehearsal room. So when I got hold of the recordings again, I just wanted to redo the vocals, really, but I realised how important what I was doing was, which was sort of bringing structure to what would have been just another run of the number mill sort of songs. So that was kind of cool. One Note Song, which isn't my best friend's favourite song, however, that again was written with the guy that I went to school with, who played keyboards, and he played violin as well. And I said to him, play this mandolin, because someone had lent me a mandolin, and I said, play this mandolin like you would play a violin. And I literally hummed him the melody, and he got it down, and literally Mike took the original with my vocal on, because it was all done in one, with one mic, with that bad compressor mic, about 4 a.m. in the morning, and he then stitched together, just like I'd done with Pictures, the mandolin to One Note Song. So really, it started with me just riffing, how I'd started songwriting, to how I'd sort of progressed myself into pinning things together and going, yeah, that's how I want the song to go. And the thing is, in One Note Song was I always thought I'd hear little sounds and little bits of drumming and little bits of odd sounds and orchestral sounds here and there, but it's not finished, but the idea is there, and the idea may not be perfect, it may not be great, but it works. For now, I've put first demo try in brackets. The reason being is, to me, that's what what it is. It's nowhere near what it could be, but the idea and the lyrics and the song itself potentially are there. The framework is there, so that's good. The second EP, Sample Man, one song that sticks out on that is The Heckler for me, because this is another way that I write, and people don't see this side. This does pop up on this album, is the side of me jamming, which basically I knew I wanted to write a song about heckling someone famous because I'd done it, and I said I was going to write this song, and I kind of put myself up to it. Anyway, me being me, just sort of, Bryony came over, and she was playing, I think she was trying to play either Rolling Stones off of My Cloud or some Lou Reed song. Anyway, I tried playing along with a xylophone app on my iPhone, so I'm there with this xylophone app, this kiddie xylophone app, and she's following me, and I'm going really fast, yellow, blue, red, whatever, and she follows me, and then I start singing along, and then basically we have a demo. So we have the beginning of some chords, we have the beginning of what the song roughly is. Mike hears it and goes, let's slow it down. It becomes a Streets, Kate Bush type song with a tri-chorus in, two choruses. And it's humorous and it's atmospheric and it's everything that I kind of didn't expect it to be. In fact, it's completely different, but it's bluesy, it's in E flat, and it's very ironic, I like that, because just like being heckled, I didn't expect that song over a 2-day period to go in there and literally lay the instrumental down one day, polish up the lyrics the next, go in there, lay down the vocals, boom, job done. So I was impressed with that. The other thing I was impressed with on Sample Man was the outro, The Only Voice, because we had it was a bugger of a song, that started with the attitude piano again. I was in another band that I kind of never really appeared with, but sort of, these guys were nice guys and they wanted to play my songs, but it just didn't work out. And I sent them some voice note ideas of the songs I was doing, and one of them was Only Voice, and it started off with like A minor or F or whatever. I can't, the point was I was playing it in a certain way, and I remember the guitarist of that band going, it's really good, it's got a great atmosphere, but I have no idea what he's playing, because it's so out of tune. When I showed Jay Jay Fashluke, who, has worked with Jules Holland, been in the Jules Holland band, played at the Isle of Wight, played at Glastonbury, played with a lot of big named artists, Mike was like, you've got to write this down and get this right. So it was only a couple of chords, but the way I was playing it, Jay wanted to see how I played it. So I showed him how I played it off critically, and he went, do that again. So I did it. He went, do it again. So I did. But a third time, I thought he was trying to make some sort of joke, like... Anyway, he said, I've never seen anybody play like that before, so... And he was just really impressive. And I thought he was joking. And anyway, he did his thing. He went off. I played the Moog and tried to make the Moog be in time, and it just didn't work. It's random sounds. I should have just listened to Mike, but it was a live recording. It worked pretty well, and that's kind of how I like to work as well. But the main thing was someone else became the conduit musically for it. We brought in the person that we needed to bring in, and we got the result that we wanted to get. And it's a poignant song, it's a nice song, and it works. and also on that EP, there's me jamming with my harmonica, but that leads to Of the Moment tunes, Small Rooms and Of the Moment tunes, which is the current EP that's out, that we're going to sort of eclipse with this new one, is that on there, I find this really interesting. Again, you have all sides of my songwriting history covered, really. There's Chill from the band, which was just a jam, which had Nathan Thomas produce on, and he compressed my vocals to heck, and it sounds mysterious, and it sounds atmospheric, and it sounds really lo-fi, and I like that. Now, what do you follow a song about swimming in a pint of Guinness about? Because Ben said to me it's like swimming in a pint of Guinness, so I thought, well, okay, I'll start with that, and I'll build from there. And they used to give me titles, and they said, oh, we think we want to call this Chill, so I was like, okay, I'll call it Chill then. But I had to make sense of this jam. So the point was like, the recording we ended up with, we never kind of could get that right. I did a version of it at the Camden Fringe, so I felt recently like when I refound the recording, I was like, oh, this really needs an outing. This deserves to be heard. And basically, yeah, I did. And then the other thing that happened previous to that was my friend's son was born on my birthday, but the week prior to that, we tried recording these little web sessions where I interviewed my friends who like playing music for fun. And basically, long story short, was we wrote one really good song which we lost. One really beautiful song the week before. He came back the following week, and he's going on about Cecil the Lion, and I always feel intellectually inferior to John, because John knows a lot of stuff politically and like about films and ways. He's not. The thing is, he's not geeky. He's just more know-it-all than me. Like, I know useless facts, but John knows more useless facts than I know, and then that kind of makes me feel like dumb. So basically, I thought, come here, Sparkle. See, like, this is the other part of my world, Sparkle can. But basically, John told me about this lion, and I thought that the lion had just had a toothache, and that this dentist had done this remarkable thing, sedated this lion, had the balls to go up to this lion and fix its teeth. Because I didn't realise, like, lions, like, can actually have dental surgery. I thought this is the first time this had ever been done. Bearing in mind we're in, like, 2016 at this point. And he then describes to me what happens to poor Cecil, which is he got shot by the dentist, not helped by the dentist. And what's quite funny is you actually see him tell me that at the end of the song, and I'm like, oh man, that's just bad luck. Anyway, I wasn't happy with the harmonica because it wasn't in key with the guitar at all. Not that normally stops me, but it just didn't sound like trumpets. It didn't sound like how I wanted it to sound. So anyway, I wanted to record it down for his son, and I really wanted John to get something out there and recorded and done that he'd been a part of. But he was busy being a dad, so I said to Bryony, I want to give him a little present, a little gift. So she watched back the footage, which we've now since lost, and she went, oh, I know what John's doing there. And basically, I had no idea. But again, lightning struck twice, because the idea for the song was there, and I always wanted to do like a kid's song, a jokey song, but I thought, why didn't I whistle the harmonica parts, right? So I did, and what you hear is what you get. One take, one go, bang. And I know John has other aspirations for that song, but I really like it like that, and I think it has a playfulness to it, and I think it shows a side of